Happy Thanksgiving Thursday. Yay. We're here again. Welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. That is me. Yes, it is. That is more. So welcome to another episode. Here we go again. It is Thanksgiving Thursday or sometime. Well, it could be Fantastic Friday because, in some countries it's Friday already. So we just got buy one, get one free, get 2 days in one. Hey, for the price of one, we can travel to 2 different countries in one day. Hey, I'll take it. Everybody who know me, they know that I'm a traveler. So guess what happened? If I could go to 2, 3, 4 countries in one day, without a passport, I'll take it. Well, guess what? I have a virtual passport. So I've been traveling. Yes, indeed. So here we go on this Thursday. Listen. On this Thursday, we are closing out September. Can you believe this? September is rolling out of here. September is going. So I wanted us even take a moment just to appreciate all of you that come up in here every day or sometime once a week, whatever time you show up. I just want to say I celebrate you for showing up. You see, when we show, we're not showing up for ourselves. We're showing up for our family, our community, and generations to come. So I say show up. Show up with the intention to make a positive impact on the world. Show up being your beautiful self. Show up being your small self. Show up being your strong self. Show up being your great self. Absolutely. You see, here on the Question Live Show, I said, if you have a book, you have a story, work in progress, come on in. So what? We could work together. When we work together, you see that we're built together. When we build together, it is a form of support. We are here to support each other. Because the more we support each other is the better we will grow. The more we support each other is the better the community will be. The more we support each other, the stronger we will be. So I encourage each and every one of you to support somebody. Support somebody. Support somebody does not mean that you give them financial help. In some case, that is good. But every time you're going to support somebody, it's not about financially. When you support somebody, it's just when you show up and say, I see you. When you show up and say, I acknowledge you. When you show up and say, I celebrate you. Show up. Just show up. Show up is simply mean that you're showing up, you're taking action. You're waving to somebody. You're giving a smile to somebody. You're giving a compliment to somebody. You just stand in somebody and say, listen, I got you. That's it. Support is not hard to do. And let me remind you of something. Support is not a one-way street. Absolutely not. Support is not a one-way street. Support is a two-way street. I support you, you support me, and you will see that we will have a better community. You see, like when you see the plane going and you see those men working in the airport, they're like, whoo, shush, shush, shush. They're doing that because what? The person that's working in the airport, man, woman, boy, girl, whoever, working in the airport and the plane is coming and they're going, whoop, whoop. That plane is, you see what I'm saying? They're working together. So if they go this way and the plane going that way, then they're not corresponding with each other. We want to correspond with each other effectively. So when we correspond with each other effectively, you will see that life will move a little bit smoother. We want life to move a little bit smoother. So let us show up with intention to help somebody. Let us show up with the mentality that our mentality is to go and help somebody. You want to live. You want to have a life. You want to live. We just don't want to go living. We want to have a life. So if you are the president to help somebody to just come up just a little bit, go ahead and do that. So here on this Question Live Show, on this space, I create a safe space for you to come on in and share with us. So what? We could work together. You see, we all on a journey called success, and we all need each other to get on there, darling, because no one person can be successful by themselves. Absolutely not. So we need each other so we can define our success story. Everyone can define their success story just the way they want to define it. That is up to you. Some define it by the amount of wealth. Some define it by the amount of health. Some define it by the amount of money. Some define it by the amount of love. Some define it by just showing up. Whatever you find easier or better or more effective for you to define success, then by all means, go ahead. But here, we just say it's a safe space for you to come on in so we can work together. We need to work together. I'm just saying that. Let me just get it out of my system before we roll into tonight's episode. You know, we are here every night at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Well, we're about to change it back to Eastern Standard Time this weekend. I think we are going to want to change back. So, anywho, it don't matter. I just want to celebrate you for showing up all the time. Whether you watch live or replay, I still celebrate you. So here we go. At this point, if you are here for the very first time, never heard of Verona Willis-Brown, never heard of the Question Live Show, you just never been here on the Are You Free Enough channel. You just never been here. And this is your first time tuning in. I want to say to you, I celebrate you for showing up. So it is good to have you if this is your first time. Now listen, if it's your first time, go over there. Over there, right there in the comment section. You are going to see the comment section. Just wave or type in your name and say, it's my first time. So what? I could acknowledge your presence. It is good when first timers come in because you know what? You like the newbies. You know, you're new baby. You want to come in and get special welcomes. I want to give you a special welcome. So don't feel shy. Don't be back there and know it's your first time, but you just don't want to wave to us. Come on in and wave to us. Yes, indeed. And for those of you who are showing up for the second, third, fourth, fifth, or five amount of time, any amount of time beside the first time, simply mean you're not new. You are a returning audience. And if you are a returning audience, I want to say to you, I welcome you. Because when you show up, I show up, we show up. We just show up together, darling. And when we show up together, what is it? We work together. So I want to say welcome to you, returning audience, as well. Good, good, good. Now, this section is for the newbies. Newbies, don't feel bad that you're new. We like new. Everybody likes something new, don't you? Like a new pair of shoes. You like a new pair of outfit. You like new hairstyle. You like new jewelry. Everybody likes something new. So we like newbies. So newbies, this one is for you just to let you know that here on the Question Live Show, we do have some rules. No, not because I say rules. Don't let your heart go flat or your mind go scatter because I say rules. Rules are everywhere we turn. Whether you come to my house, I go to your house, you go to church, you go to school, you go to mass, you go to temple, you go to the synagogue, wherever you go around the world, there are rules. Some we abide by, some we make, some we break, some we just like, whatever. But you see here on the Question Live Show, we just have little baby ones. We call them house rules. Yes, and because we call them house rules, how many of them you may ask? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4. Only 5. We have only 5 baby house rules here. Only 5. Simple. 5. What are they? The first one is if you are watching me right now or you are listening to me. Well, actually, if you are watching me right now and you wave and I acknowledge you that you're in the audience and I spotlight your name on the screen. Yes, you are in the live audience. If I spotlight your name, you're in the live audience. So all I ask you to do that, just go over in that section, right there in that section. You're going to see the share button. Please click that share button and share it out and invite somebody else to come on in to dine with us. Now, sharing the live is like yummy, yummy, yummy. It's like getting fresh food that just come off the stove or out the oven, one that your mama cook or somebody cook. That is now your favorite meal. And if it's your favorite meal, I encourage you to share it. Yes, indeed. Even if it's one bean, one rice grain, one little piece of your meat, share it. You see, my mama told me it is not good to withhold food from anyone. So therefore, I will not withhold anything from anyone called food. So please don't do that. Please, you get some good food here. Please share and let somebody eat with you. Now, if you are watching this and I don't spotlight your name on the screen, if I don't spotlight your name, most likely, you are watching the replay. And if you are watching the replay, that is okay. Just hashtag replay in that section, call the comment section again. Hashtag replay and let us know what is it that you learn here. Because you see, we expect you to learn a thing or two. Because what? This is a teaching platform. So we are students and teachers at the same time. And a student and a teacher got the same intention. And that is to learn or to teach. So come on in. Replayers. Yeah, come on. That's a new word. Replayers, okay? That's a new word. But let me tell you something about those who are watching the replay. Replay is like eating leftover food. Yes, indeed. It's like eating leftover food. And you know what? Some leftover food do taste good. Yes, darling. Because guess what happened? That food is cooking twice and twice as nice. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. So now if you're doing that, if you're watching the replay, go right here in the middle right there. You are going to see the same word, share. Click that share button, go in your contact, share it with somebody in your contact and invite them to come on in to dine with you. Yes, let them dine with you because this is sometimes it's just not good to eat alone. No, darling. Sometimes you need a company to eat and talk about your food and all that stuff, licking up your finger and all that stuff. So you need somebody to come in and dine with you. So please share the replay if you're watching the replay. Yeah. So with that said, let us go to our second rule. Second rule is grab yourself something to write with, what it is, a pen, a pencil, marker, crayon, whatever it is. It could be a color pencil or maybe it is a piece of feather. Whatever it is, if it's a piece of feather, you need some ink, some paint to dip it in and to scrabble away where? On your notebook or on a piece of paper. Yes, indeed. And if you do that, we are all going to make it together. So if you don't have any of those, you want to go on your electronic device because inside of your electronic devices, there's a section called the notepad section. And if you're looking at your computer, honey, just look for the word is the application. Go up in there and you see a blank page. Utilize that blank page. That's why they created it, so we could utilize it and write our little notes as we go along. Now, if you are watching me from an electronic device and you have another one called your cell phone, yes, indeed, go on in there, find that blank section in there called the notepad section as well. And if you don't have a blank section in your cell phone, just do like this. Text back to yourself. Yes, indeed. Text back to yourself. Now you must be saying, Verona, what is it that you are telling us to text back to ourselves and write down and all this stuff? Good question. Yeah, you asking yourself that good question because I can't hear you asking, but you might be asking yourself that question. Good. You see here on the Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I encourage you to write them down. Write them down. Yes, write them down. You see, several reasons why I encourage you to write things down. You see, when you write things down, you extract the very thoughts out of your head and you're putting them on paper, and now that paper is looking back at you, and now that look like what? Reality. And we are in the business to live out some real stuff. We're in the business to manifest some stuff. You know, they talk about vision board and all that stuff. That's what it is. You write the thing down on there. And when you write it down, you keep on looking like, you set a goal. When you set a goal, you write that goal down and you follow that goal and you take action towards that goal. So write your things down. Yes, indeed. Now listen to me. Another reason why I said to write things down, because when you write one word down, that one word equal to sentences. And those sentences equal to paragraphs. And those paragraphs equal to pages. And as a result of all those pages, guess what? You you might just end up with a book and become a published author. Yes, indeed. Why? You see, we as writers, we write our own story, and sometimes we attempt to write your story, but it's not as effective as you writing your own story. Because why? We all got a story deep inside of us, a story 1, 2, or 3, whatever the amount of story, we all got stories inside of us, honey. And I encourage you just to extract those stories and put them on paper. Some people don't want to share their story, and that is fine, but still extract it up by writing it down. Yes, indeed, because when you write it down, the reality of that story will hit you. Yes, indeed. And when we do that, let me tell you something. Our stories are not for us. When we write our story, listen to me. It might just be a strategic way for somebody to get through something, darling. It might just be a strategic way for them to get to a situation, and somebody is waiting for that. Or it might just add on to a solution for smooth out their circumstances. Yes, we all got little circumstances and we need some smooth path to get through them. So sometimes your story is what somebody else is waiting for. Why? Because it gives them that push. It gives them the hunk like, yeah, if you did this, I can do that too. If you survive this, I can survive it too. Because sometimes what happens, people think that they are alone. And because they believe that they are alone, they figure nobody's going through what they're going through, or nobody went through what they're went through. Well, honey, we all got some story, because you will not believe my story might just be the same thing as your story. So let us write things down. You don't got to write the juicy contents that we put here, but that's okay. Write something down. You see, my mama used to say, make a grocery list and do all that stuff. When she sent us to go to get to the grocery, a whole list. So yes, so as we talk about mixture, let's go to rule number 3. Rule number 3 is grab yourself something to drink. Whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, or soda, whatever it is. Maybe you're sipping a popsicle, shake, a smoothie, soup, broth, whatever it is, just drink something. Yes, indeed, drink something. Now, put in the comment section that you are drinking something. If you want to put what is it that you drinking, that is up to you. I am not asking you to put what is it that you're drinking. Why? You see, when I ask you to put what you're drinking, it's not because I want to be nosy to know that what you're drinking on this Friday evening or this Friday. I'm just asking you to put that you're drinking something. Why? Because we like to celebrate here on the Question Live Show. Whether it is a small win or your big win, we like to celebrate. So whatever it is that you have to celebrate today, maybe it's your birthday, your anniversary, you got proposed to, you found out you're pregnant, you just got a baby, your baby went to school, you went to school, all that good stuff is happening, you develop yourself a little bit more, you wrote something down, you read a book, anything, whatever it is. Maybe your country is celebrating some anniversary, some independence, something. Maybe it is your country celebrating what? What is it? Hispanic Heritage Month. I think it's still going on. Maybe it is maybe you're in the Hispanic heritage. Maybe we want to celebrate that, to put it in there. We celebrate you. You see, when you do that, I ask you just to raise your bottle, your cup, your glass, your spoon, your bowl, whatever it is that you drink from, and let us say cheers to you. That is why I said, come on in so we could celebrate together. You see, when we celebrate each other, it is a form of support. So when we support each other, you will see that life is a little bit better. Yes, darling, life is a little bit better when we support each other. Don't think that when you support each other, when you don't support each other, you are not benefiting anything. And another reason why I ask you to drink is because I am back here doing all the talking. And because I'm doing all the talking, sometimes I don't stop to sip, sip, sip. And then I don't want to sip, 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 because I will be running to the bathroom. So no, I don't want to sip, sip, sip anything while I'm on the show. So please drink on my behalf. Now, even though I said all those things that you're probably drinking and all that stuff, I personally would like to recommend for you to drink some water. Drink up your water for a couple reasons. Water quench the thirst, it flushed the body of toxin, and it flourished the skin. So, honey, please drink up your water. And because I am a believer, And I believe of miracle. And Jesus turned water into wine. I believe that somehow one day my water will turn into wine. So you never know if you're drinking water. Listen, honey, drink it up and just believe. Believe for a miracle because you never know what would happen. But if you don't get your miracle in your water, I believe a miracle would happen for you someday, somehow. Maybe your miracle day is today. No, with that said, with all that drinking, if you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right, to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, please go now. And then you're going to come right back and grab your seat right here on the Question Live Show. Why? Because your seat is reserved with your name on it. And not only your name, but your intention, your expectation, your goals, your gifts, your talent, your passion, your purpose, your destiny is on that seat. And if you do decide to give up your seat, honey, you're giving up your birthright. Why? Because we have greatness inside of us, and because all of that got greatness in it, we don't want to give up our birthright. We are not in the business for that. We're in the business to come together as great people so we can ignite and create a whole galaxy of greatness. Greatness! Great impact, great stuff. We just want to create greatness overload up in here. So, honey, please. Now, ladies. You know that everywhere we go, there's always a line to our bathroom. So if you are outside and there is a line to the bathroom and you are watching on your phone or whatever device you're on, or you're listening, just scoot yourself to the side and like, use that bathroom, and then you're gonna come right back and grab your seat. If you still got a seat here, your seat will be here. But if you get here and you don't, and you're searching for your seat, put your bottom on the floor and sit down, because why? There's always a position for you to fill, and on the floor is just a position. So anytime they tell you that there's no seat around the table for you, darling, that is okay. Just always know that you can sit on the floor. And if you're going somewhere and you think that there's no seat for you because they won't accommodate you, walk with your own folding chair. Yes, indeed. Walk with your own chair. Now, with that said, let us go into our tiny, weeny rule. Yes, it is saying that if I say something and it resonates with you, whether it touch your heart or touch your mind, whichever way it touch you, just put in the comment section, yes. Yes, it simply means that you are lining up yourself with what is happening here. You are lining up yourself with the topic. You are standing in support with me, that we are working together. So put yes in the comment section, right? So when I see yes, guess what? It just concrete that. Guess what? This is not a monologue. This is a dialogue between you and I, and that is a conversation. So when I see yes, it simply means that we holding a conversation, darling. So please put yes in the comment section when something resonates with you. So if I ask you a question and it requires yes, then you put yes. Whatever you put in the comment section, just remember that I am not the only one who will be reading it. Somebody else, another viewer will be coming and they will be reading your comments. So even when you're not putting yes and you're commenting in the comment section, just remember that somebody else is coming and they will be reading your comments. So let us be mindful of our comments and make sure that our comment is educational, it's informational, and somebody can be motivated, empowered, inspired by our comment section. Thank you so much for being here. So with that said, for those who went to the bathroom, if they are taking long, it's none of my business. Absolutely not. Life don't wait for us. So if they're taking long, it's none of my business. So whenever they decide to come back, then they can come back. But I'm just going to go over there in the audience. And I just want to welcome my audience tonight. I see up front, I see Sharon. Sharon is up front. Sharon said, listen, I got a VIP ticket. Up front, I got my front row seat. She is in front. She is ready. She is ready. So I want to say welcome. Sharon is a returning audience. I want to say I celebrate you. Look at this here. Sharon is like, I got my things ready. You see, when we must show with our tools. And when we have tools saying that we are prepared and we want to be prepared for our tomorrow, as the title say, honey, Sharon's like, listen, I got all my stuff right here. She got all her stuff. She's like, listen, honey, I'm up in here, up in here. Yes, indeed. And I see Georgia. Welcome, darling. Welcome. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome. Another returning audience. Thank you so much, Georgia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is always great to have my returning audience, and it's always good to have my newbies as well. Yes, indeed. And listen, yes, indeed, honey. I have to remember where I get them so I could promote them. This one came straight from Jamaica. Yes, this one came straight from Jamaica. This one came from Harlem. Not sure. I don't want to lie, but this one came straight from Jamaica. I probably got it in the airport or something. I don't know, but this one came straight from Jamaica, representing the island of Jamaica. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now listen to me. If you are a newbie, you want to pay attention to the chat. You see that we are greeting each other. Why? Because we are family. So don't be afraid to come on in and wave and say hi to Georgia, hi to Sharon. Say hi and let us wave and welcome you. So come on in and don't be shy. Don't feel shy. I mean, sometimes I do get shy too. So it's okay if you want to feel shy. But we just want to welcome you. We don't want you to feel all alone and stuck in the corner, so you're just out there by yourself. We don't want you to be out there by yourself. No. We want you to come on in so we can welcome you here. So yes, indeed. So welcome, Georgia is saying welcome to Cheryl, and we so good, and so forth and so forth. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah. Listen. I love my little and I want to my bracelet right here. Where is this lady? I like to support small business. So this is my other set of jewelry. If you can pay attention, if you see it. Okay, wait. My jewelry right here. This one is backwards. Oh my. Okay, let's try it again. Yes. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there we go. Right there. If y'all can look, if y'all can pay attention. These are my jewelry here. Bram, the lioness is right here. This is my latest collection, and right here. So yes, I like to promote small business. I am trying to remember the name of this small business that I got this jewelry from, but I will find her in due time, and I will promote, and I will give her a shout out of this lady. Oh, her name. Okay, I found it. So the lady for my jewelry right here, the lady for my jewelry. This is her. This is her information. Oh. This is her information right here. Oh, right here. Can you see it? This is her information right there. DBN Design. Design with a Z. So if you want to get custom made bracelet, not like mine now, not like mine. I like to have my own. Custom made bracelet with your little charming stuff like these. Here's a lady in, here's her information. So I would like to shout her out. She made me some excellent, I have some excellent bracelet from her. Yes, indeed. This is a form of preparation. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about preparation today. Of course, Jamaica love them. All of our friends from Holland. Listen, somebody go to Jamaica, somebody go to Holland, wherever y'all go, just get me some earrings or some bracelet. That's fine. I love jewelry. I love jewelry from different places, because I like to represent. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Thank you. So listen to me here, audience. Listen to me. We are, hold on a second. Gotta turn on my phone. Now listen to me. We are going to talk about what tonight's topic, how to get prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. Listen, let me tell you something. Tomorrow just don't mean the next day. Let's get the understanding in this. Tomorrow just don't mean the next day. Tomorrow could mean next year, or the next 6 months, or the next 6 years, or the next 10 years. Tomorrow is anytime after today. That is tomorrow. Tomorrow is anytime after today. But how can we get to our tomorrow? We got to be prepared from today. You see, I used to, and growing up, I did this too. And if you did this, you can raise your hand and say me, or just wave and say me. Yes, I could know that I am not by myself over here. Growing up, we had to prepare our clothes, especially for school, ahead of time. We had to prepare our uniform ahead of time. Listen, Saturday, wash day, Sunday, iron out, shoes put together, shoes polish up, all that stuff. And I got in the same format, and I grew up with the same format. I got to go to work. I got to start picking up my clothes from overnight, hang them up like, yeah, that's what I'm wearing to work, all that good stuff, right? So yes, so preparation, we're preparing for tomorrow. So I had all my stuff lined, and I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to be wearing. Okay, let me match that up. So if you're wearing uniform, we did the same thing whether we're wearing uniform, yes or no. So if you did this, let me know that I am not by myself that did this. And we prepare our uniform, washed up and ironed up. And guess what? We even had our hair done. Hey, somebody, hair braid up and all sort of stuff. And you wear the head tie, boy, and put that hair in place. Like, listen, hello. Look, my hair got to get done from Sunday night, not even Sunday night, honey, from Saturday. Maybe some hair get done from Saturday. Some braids got to get done from Saturday night, because now you got to go to church looking cute Sunday, right? So you have the same hairstyle going to church Sunday, and that same hairstyle going last for the next week or two with our braids in. Honey, let me tell you, I had some sisters, and they get their hair done. They braid up their hair from Saturday, and you go into church, boy, you all cute up. Like, hey, with your cute hairstyle, with your little ribbon and beads up and all sort of stuff, and you're looking all pretty going on about your business, right? So preparation, and then Sunday come, you're preparing to go to church, but you're all dolled up, darling, all dolled up. And when you're dolled up, you're like, hey, Monday morning come, you ready for school? Nobody is thinking about getting your hair braided up for Monday morning. No, because you're already in place. You already got prepared for Monday. So Monday, get up, bram, let's go. Because what happens is when we make preparation, it allows us to go through life with a little bit of less hump, right? Make us a little bit less hump. Now, as adults, you have a job. Sometimes, some people, I stopped doing that. I used to do it, but I don't do it anymore. You know, sometimes some people sit there like, oh my God, let me see what I'm going to wear to work tomorrow. And you're going crazy like, oh my God, what am I going to wear to work tomorrow? And then when they start thinking crazy, oh my God, what am I going to do? Man, they got about 1,000 pieces of clothes, right? Oh, what am I going to wear to work tomorrow? And all this stuff. And you start going crazy. What am I going to wear tomorrow? What am I going to wear tomorrow? And guess what happened? Because you got 1,000 pieces of clothes up in your closet of what you're going to wear to work tomorrow. You start thinking, your brain start going crazy of what you're going to wear to work tomorrow. But then sometimes people are like pick out like a certain set of clothes and like iron that, so iron it out overnight. And they build a routine. So oftentimes people build a routine for tomorrow, right? And when we build a routine for tomorrow, what is it? We are still taking action with that routine, even though it became a routine for us. Why? Because now we are fixated and preparing for tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow is like, oh, I don't want to be late, especially for mothers. If we got children, now you want to make sure that all the stuff is lined out and all this stuff. Because tomorrow come, or you want to leave the house a certain time, and this, you want to get up, you want to this, you want to make breakfast, you want all this stuff. So many things lining out of what you want to do for tomorrow. So you said, okay, if we can get a little bit out of the way tonight, then tomorrow we move a little bit smoother. But how many of you know that oftentimes it don't work out? Because oftentimes tomorrow come and we're still running. We're still doing more than what we even plan to do. We're still doing. So I want to encourage you that if you're out there and you're doing this, Just let God handle it. Because now I got to the point now where I'm just like, hey, God, whatever. You just do what you do. If you wake me up, that's your business. Just take care of me when you wake me up. I am not rushing because we develop a state of anxiety and anxiousness when we start rushing in the morning. No, the child got to go. And oh, Lord, if you got more than one children, praise the Lord, I only got one. I only had one to take care of, but guess what? When you're preparing for that one, you're preparing for yourself as well. So now listen, you got that one child, and you're like, okay, the child going to the daycare, the child going to school, wherever the child is going, you got to wake the child up. First you're up, then you got to wake the child up, like, oh my God, wake up. You got to get up, then you got to brush up, make sure that they're smooth and nice. And if you're wearing makeup, you got to make sure that you spend whatever time you spend to put on your face. And then when you put on your face, you got to figure out, what time should I put on my face? And what time should I get the child ready then? I put on my face. And all sort of stuff, right? So we do all these things. Why? Because we are preparing. We are preparing. I hope you don't do your makeup from overnight now. So no. Preparation is it for your tomorrow. We got to prepare how we're going to take action for tomorrow. It's a strategic way into preparing ourselves for what we're about to receive. When we prepare, we're expecting something to happen, huh? We're expecting something. Yes, Georgia is putting up. Preparation is the key. Thank you so much, Georgia, for putting that down. Listen to me. If you're not paying attention, please pay attention to the chat because we have great note takers over in the chat. And the chat goes up, 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 up. So you might want to scroll down and find those notes. Excellent. Yes, preparation is the key for our life because preparation is saying to us that we are expecting to do something. We are expecting to achieve something. So what happened? We have to line up. We have to line up. We have to go in place, line up to prepare for our tomorrow. How can we get prepared for tomorrow? By showing up today. Show up today with the mentality that we got to take action. Show up today with the mentality that we are not going to be lazy. Show up today with the mentality that we are not going to procrastinate. Let us show up with the mentality that today is our day. When we start saying that today is our day, we know that we have to take action. Today is it. We have to be prepared for tomorrow. How are we going to be prepared for tomorrow? Here's another way. We got to write the vision down. Write it down. See right here? I done told y'all. Write things down. Write things down. You know, some people get up in age, they're like, oh, I don't even remember what I'm supposed to do tomorrow. Write it down. If you got a plan for tomorrow I plan to do this. Tomorrow I plan to do that. Get a journal, get a calendar. Write on the calendar. What is that you plan to do today? Be specific. When you are going to write on your calendar, get your little notebook, whatever it is that you're writing on, be specific. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., I'm reporting to work. No, at 6 a.m., I'm waking up. I'm getting the child ready. I'm getting myself ready. Somewhere, whoever you're getting ready, you or your child, whoever getting ready. Tomorrow at 6 a.m., get up, make breakfast. I got to report to work at 9. So somewhere between the 6 a.m. to the 9 a.m., something is happening. You're taking a shower, you're preparing the breakfast, you're putting the lunchbox together, you're dressing the child, you're putting the baby, you're wrapping the baby, whatever. Somewhere along the line, we got to write the vision down. What is the vision? The vision is that we are seeing something clear. We are seeing that tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. I'm telling you, we do some content here. Tomorrow is coming for somebody right now. Tomorrow is coming. Write the thing down. You see, when we write the thing down, it's like setting a goal for your tomorrow, huh? When we set a goal for tomorrow, you will see that it will work out better. Why? No, you're looking at it. All right, check mark. Okay, tomorrow. And guess what? God bless you with tomorrow. not literally tomorrow, but whatever time after today, guess what's going to happen? The very thing that Georgia wrote down that she would like to accomplish, the very vision that she wrote down that she would like to accomplish tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, God gave her tomorrow. What happened? When God gave her tomorrow, she's going to go back to that list and she's going to cross that off. She's going to cross it out like, yes, yes. And that is where Georgia is going to celebrate herself because it's like, I wrote it down and God came through for me and I got that out of the way. So write that vision down. Write your vision down. Make it plain and simple. Make it plain and simple. Plan and task for whatever. Write it down. Write it down. Make it as plain as possible. We talk about this last night when we talk about money. We need some money. Do not just say, God, I need some money. No, God, I need $1,000. God, I need $1 million. You make your vision clear. Make your intention clear. Make your preparation as clear as possible. Because believe me, some people have the same routine for 50 years. 50 years. Yet, same routine. And yet, their tomorrow comes. And when their tomorrow comes, they're still running like this. They're still going. Did they write it down that at 7 a.m., I want to get up at this and that? No, they didn't because they got so fixated in that routine. And we talk about being uncomfortable, being normal. We got so fixated that when you get so fixated in your routine, you got comfortable. You get comfortable, but we don't want to be comfortable. We talked about this a couple nights ago. We want to be uncomfortable in normal. We want to be uncomfortable in the routine because we want to get out of the comfort zone. Let us get out of our comfort zone and start doing something different. So for us to be prepared for tomorrow, if you're doing this for 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, you already know what you're going to do tomorrow. You already know that. Tomorrow come, you're going to be ironing your clothes. Tomorrow come, you're going to prepare. So tomorrow you're going to take your child to school. You already know that. So it's already a routine for you. But when you start writing things down, you can see that when you write it down, you know that you're going to shift something. Shift something. Maybe if you bathe the baby early in the morning, you don't want to bathe the baby early in the morning tomorrow. Maybe if you put the baby in a fancy shirt, maybe tomorrow you want to put the baby in a t-shirt. You want to change up something. Change is good for the mental state of mind. We got to come to a point where we're building change for tomorrow. Yes, I have a board on my wall to write things down. And when I do, I erase. Excellent. That's an excellent idea. I like that. That's an excellent idea. Just like a chalkboard, you go to school. And when you go to school and the teacher starts teaching you something in the class and the day is over, guess what? You're not coming tomorrow and see the same lesson that you learned today on the board. Absolutely not. So I like that idea. Erase that. Absolutely. It is gone. So when you erase it, no, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Today is a different day. You would never go into a classroom and see the same work from yesterday. Whoop. Erase simply means yesterday is gone. So I like that idea, Georgia, that you are writing it on the chalkboard. And when it is done, so you put up 5 things, you put up 10 things, you put up 20 things. These are the things that you would like to do. You get it done, erase, that means it's gone. That means you're not going back to that chalkboard to see it again. You're not going back. It's gone because you got it done and you're working it. You're working it. Write things down. I'm going to say that until somebody get it. Yeah, you'll have a successful day because you have accomplished your task. Absolutely. So write that vision down. Write it down. Make it plain. Without a vision, the people will perish. It's written somewhere. That's written somewhere. Listen, I can't stress this no more. Write this down. But here we're going to go in another reason why, how we're going to be prepared for tomorrow. When one door closes, another 1, 2, 3, 4 will open. Hello, somebody? This is another way to prepare for your tomorrow. Because this, right, Georgia said she erased what is it that she accomplished, right? This is another way. Let us understand that there's not only one door to life. There's not only one door. Because oftentimes what we do, we wrap ourselves around the door that knocks us down. We wrap ourselves around the door that slam in our face. We knock ourselves around the door that will not open. But how many of you know that that door is only one, but there are more than one door? Because when that door slam in your face, now you are not going to just stand there like, open that door. And you start crying, you're rolling on the floor, you're throwing a tantrum, you're kicking a fit, you're doing all sort of something. Everything you just go in, why you close the door? I mean, why you say no? Why you say no? No, I mean next opportunity, darling. So listen, it's not only one door to this life. There's not only one door. The very door that said no to you, there might just be five that's saying yes to you. So don't sit at that one no door. You see that one no door? That one no door is saying, hey, this door is not for you. Oh, maybe it's not for you yet. So I can't open the door. And God is talking and God is saying, excuse me, move from that door. There's another one over there. But no, we oftentimes wrap ourselves around those traumatic doors, those painful doors, those hurtful doors, those neglect doors, those abuse doors, those abandoned doors, those no doors. He hurt me, she hurt me, she betrayed me, she neglected me, he did that, he did that. We wrap ourselves around these doors when it's time for us to move to the next door. Another door is waiting, or two, or three, or four, or five. There are several doors. Get this, people, for you to be prepared for tomorrow. We got to understand there's not only one door for tomorrow. When things don't go your way today, hello. Stop, breathe. All right. Go back and pray. God, that door that slapped in my face. God is like, yeah, because that was not your door. Don't go back and forth with God like, but I want to go in that door. God's like, no, I don't want to go in that door. So don't argue with God and say, but I want to go in there. God is like, oh, but that's not your door. You know, I don't know if this happened to anybody that you live in, maybe a complex, an apartment, whatever, even a house, whatever, and you get to that door, you get to a door and you believe it is your door and you start putting your key in that door. Because this happened. It happened. Let me tell you, it happened. I used to live in this apartment building, and I know where I live. Yes, I do know I did. Listen, I did. I know. My apartment. I knew it. I live there. I know my key. I got my keys. And one day I was going home, and I don't know, maybe my brain just got tired, or maybe I was being distracted, whatever the case is. I was in the elevator. I got off the elevator. And when I got off the elevator, what happened, my apartment was not very far from the elevator. So I got off the elevator. And when I got off the elevator, of course, I'm swinging my keys in my hand. And I got to the door and I'm turning. And the door wouldn't open. And I'm turning. And the door wouldn't open. And I'm like, oh my God, like what happened to my key? Like, what happened? And somebody on the other end is like, hello? Excuse me? Can I help you? I'm like, oh, guess what happened? That was the wrong door. It was the wrong door. So we oftentimes put ourselves in situation. Why? Because we are getting distracted by the doors. We're getting distracted, right? And somehow, I don't remember exactly what happened. Maybe I got distracted and I went to the wrong door, and the man was like, "Excuse me, can I help you?" And it's a good thing I know the man, because it's a good thing I know the man. It's like, "Excuse me, what happened?" So I knew the man, and I'm like, "Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. I thought I was at my door." Your door is not your door. You will know your door. Your door is specific. And what happened? You tell what I did after that, because like sometimes it's seasonal time. You put up a wreath on your door or a specific thing on your door, so that's your door. So I knew what was on my door. Not only that, my apartment number was on the door, but I did something very specific and put on there. But honey, let me tell you, you got to be specific with your door, because your door is very specific. And God marked your name on that door, and you better not try to go to somebody else's door. Honey, it was so embarrassing and funny at the same time. Lord of mercy. Let me tell you. Georgia, honey, oh my God. Let me tell you, I was so glad that I knew the man. Honey, it happened to me a few times. Oh, yes. I am so glad that I knew the man. The man's like, "Oh, what happened? Oh, hi." Because I heard the man is like, "Oh, hi." And I knew that man didn't live in my house. So for you to be inside saying, "Hey, hi." I was like, ooh. Sorry. Wrong door, sir. I'm sorry. I needed to go one more floor. Oh, yeah. Because we are distracted by the very thing. Oh, Lord. Georgia, I try to tell you, honey. I try to tell you. But let me tell you. Stay focused, people. So here's another way here's another way. Because I like to tell my story, right? Because I can only tell my story. I can't tell Georgia's story. I can't tell nobody's story. I have to tell my own story, darling. Because when I tell my own story, that is what's inside of me. I can't tell nobody else's story. So when you come on here, newbies, if you come on in here and you see me telling a story, it is my story. I have to tell my own story, because these are the things that I have to do. Yes, honey. And listen. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm not by myself with this. Knock on somebody's door a few times, like, "Hey," and they're like, "Do you live here?" "Oh, sorry, wrong door." That is it. So when we are knocking on some door that are closed, that don't have our name on it, let us excuse ourselves. Let us excuse ourselves. Step back, look, pay attention, and look for the specific sign, the specific read, the specific sign. Because if you live in 6A and you step back, not a few times like Cheryl just did, step back and look for your 6A. And when you look and you see your 6A, then you're like, "Oh, I'm here." So you gotta be when you look, you're going to look for specific for your tomorrow. Look for specific, so your specific can line up with your tomorrow, because your tomorrow is yours. Your tomorrow is specific. When God gets you set up, God is setting you up with specific for your tomorrow. When God is setting us up, He's not setting us to go keep on knocking on the wrong door. He is not setting us up to go and turn our key in the wrong door. Absolutely not. God is saying, Cheryl door is specific. Georgia door is specific. Verona's door is specific. And everybody else's door is specific. So let us stop knocking on somebody else's door that don't belong to us. Our door is specific. So we need, when we are knocking and we are not getting an opening, we got to step back. Take a few steps back and look to make sure that our name is written on it. So guess what happened? You won't have the wrong door. Let us not be distracted by somebody else who's going in their door and our door is not opening. So let us be careful of how we are watching somebody else's door. Let us be careful of the sound that we are hearing happening in somebody else's door. Let us be careful of how we are trying to push down somebody else's door. It is not your door. So let us go with the intention and have the expectation for our tomorrow Because when we have great expectation for tomorrow, my expectation is not Georgia's expectation, darling. Absolutely not. So when we are preparing for tomorrow, we are preparing with great expectation. We are expecting greatness to happen to us. Why? Because greatness is already inside of us. And because greatness is already inside of us, that is what we are expecting for tomorrow. Because now if Georgia or Cheryl or myself, people are knocking on somebody else's door. Bam, 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 bam. And somebody else's door. Guess what happened? That person on the other end, you just never know what they will do. So when we knock on that door opened by God, let us excuse ourselves. Let us excuse ourselves and find our rightful door. Our door is specific, and we want to go in our tomorrow with specific intention, specific expectation, and goals. When we go in there, those specific what we write down. As Georgia used the chalkboard, she erased as she accomplished. So when Cheryl write down her specific, and she's going into her tomorrow with her specific, she won't go to somebody else's door and knock it, because that specific that is written down by Cheryl, it might not be in that door. So let us write down our specific, and we are going to go into tomorrow, headway into our tomorrow. Let me tell you something as we close this session, that tomorrow you can't go backwards. Nope. Tomorrow is only forward. So let us go forward. Let us remember, as we go forward, we are going forward together. So as you go and you celebrate your tomorrow, I'll just remember, I will be celebrating with you. Tomorrow is only this way. So let us knock. And when we knock, let's take a step back and look carefully to know that it is our door. I want to thank you so very much for being here, to tuning into this Question Live show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. As we prepare for tomorrow, remember, tomorrow is just not tomorrow, the next day. Tomorrow is anytime after today. Your tomorrow might just be next week, might be next year. Whenever your tomorrow is, just know, please knock on the right door. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being involved. Don't forget to share the live if you are the live. And again, if you will be watching the replay, don't forget the hashtag replay. Thank you so much, and I see you in your tomorrow. Bye.